Are you struggling with GMAT Quant section? Specifically, you know that you know the concepts, you can solve the questions, but when you actually take a mock or an actual GMAT, you end up scoring less compared to what you think you can. One of the major reasons to get a low score on Quant is silly mistakes. Yesterday, I was just having a session with one of my students and he took a mock test a day before, and then we were having discussion of the entire mock. He attempted around, I think, 18 questions out of 21 questions properly, and last 3 questions he randomly marked. And he got 10 questions right and 8 questions were wrong. So when you were just going through the questions that he got wrong, there were 2 mistakes that I could notice. One, he was not getting into the question. Getting into the question is that he was not thinking, okay, is there any exception to this? For example, normally what happens, let's say it's a question on even numbers and you forgot to take 0 because 0 is even. It's not positive or negative, but it's even. Or you're dealing with the square and you forgot to consider 0. So he was not taking all the cases. Second, he was making a lot of calculation errors. So there are 2 ways. He was doing the right calculations and marking the wrong option, or just doing the wrong calculations. So if you're facing such problems, the only thing that you have to do is that once you're done with the question, ask yourself, am I sure I've not done any mistake? Because you are aware that you can make such mistakes. So you just ask yourself, have I taken all the cases? Are there any exceptions to that? So one, have I done any wrong calculations if there are calculations involved? And have you marked the right answer? Because if you just do this much, probably investing another 15 seconds after every question, am I sure of it? Have I done all the things right? So have this kind of steps written even when you're doing your mock test and you're doing the practice. In the practice, just take a piece of paper and write it down. What are the exact mistakes that I do? So just write down, okay, I normally forget to take cases. Okay, which all cases I forgot? I normally make calculation mistakes. Okay, I normally mark a wrong option. Do I have calculated the right answer? I have marked wrong options. So write this down. When you practice, before practicing every question, just read this list of 4 or 5 points and solve a question. Then you again read these 4 or 5 points and you solve a question. And during the exam, you will see that if you have just follow this, that before every practice question you're reading these things, you'll be aware of these things during the exam. You don't have to worry about, oh, will I remember these things or not? It will become automatic. Try this out. You will see that automatically, not without improving any knowledge or doing any more practice, you can easily get a very high score on GMAT just by avoiding your silly mistakes. Thank you.